Hello dear students, welcome back to EDUHUNT video lecture series. మనం ఆల్రెడీ ఫస్ట్ వర్క్షీట్ చేసేసాము హార్మోన్స్ అండ్ కెమికల్ కోఆర్డినేషన్ మీద. నెక్స్ట్ వర్క్షీట్ దట్ ఈస్ సెకండ్ వర్క్షీట్ కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేసి సగం ఫినిష్ చేస్తాం. ఇంకా మిగిలి ఉన్నది ఏంటంటే ఓన్లీ ఫ్యూ మల్టిపుల్ చాయిస్ క్వశ్చన్స్. ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా ప్రీవియస్ నాలెడ్జ్ మీదే బేస్ అయ్యి ఉంటుంది. మనం ఏం నేర్చుకున్నాం అనే దాని మీద మనకి ఏం అర్థమైంది, మనం ఎంతవరకు ఆన్సర్ చేయగలము అనేది ఇందులో తెలిసిపోతుంది. లెట్ us begin. Restlessness, intolerance to temperature and increased metabolism is due to, these are the symptoms of the disease caused by the disorder in which gland or organ or hormone. Thyrotoxicosis, ACTH adenocorticotropic hormone deficiency, pituitary deficiency, calcitonin deficiency. Restlessness and intolerance to temperature and increased metabolism. These symptoms are observed when the person is suffering from thyrotoxicosis. Because of thyrotoxicosis, the person experiences these symptoms: restlessness, intolerance to temperature and increased metabolic activity. Disease caused by deficiency of parathormone. Parathormone, PTH, is the hormone released by parathyroid gland, which are embedded in thyroid glands. This disease, deficiency of parathormone, causes osteomalacia, hypercalcemia, myxedema and tetany. Tetany is the disease caused by the deficiency in the parathormone, which are identical. ACTH, adrenaline, adenocorticotropic hormone and adrenaline. HCG and progesterone. Second is HCG and progesterone. What is HCG? Human chorionic hormone it is. Calcitonin and oxytocin, vasopressin and ADH. If you see the options, all the hormones are, their functions may be similar, but the hormones are not similar except one, that is vasopressin. Vasopressin, it is also known as ADH, that is anti-diuretic hormone. Vasopressin is also known as anti-diuretic hormone because it causes reabsorption of water from the distal collecting tubule of nephron. It causes absorption of water. Because of more absorption of water from the urine, from the excretory liquid, we excrete little amount of water. That is, it causes secretion or release of concentrated urine. It absorbs, it enhances the absorption of water from the kidney. Which hormone promotes cell division, protein synthesis and bone growth? Growth hormone, ADH, ACTH, PTH. Cell division and protein synthesis and growth. All these are relevant because if there is more proteins synthesized, body increases in weight and the size. Promotes cell division. Cell division, if the cells, number of cells in an area increases, the size of the organ or the organism obviously increases. And this is the result of which hormone? It is because of the one of the hormones given. If you see PTH, parathormone. Parathormone is a hormone that is somewhat related to the calcium balance in the body. ACTH, adenocorticotropic hormone released by the pituitary, anti-pituitary hormone. This is antidiuretic hormone, causes, just now we have seen that vasopressin, it causes reabsorption of water from the nephron in the kidney. And if you see the first option, this is growth hormone. Growth hormone, it stimulates the growth, promotes the growth. The name itself is indicating that it enhances the growth in the human being. Oxytocin helps in. Oxytocin and vasopressin are the two hormones released by the posterior pituitary part. That is, we also called it as neurohypophysis. And oxytocin, vasopressin is antidiuretic hormone and oxytocin is somewhat related to milk secretion in pregnant women, lactating mothers. Let us see the correct option from the given options. Ovulation, implantation of the embryo, lactation and childbirth. And even lactation is also there. Estrogen and progesterone hormones are involved for the stimulation of milk, but it is oxytocin is directly involved in childbirth. It is somewhat, there is a direct relationship between oxytocin and the childbirth. The next is which is true of thyrocalcitonin. Thyrocalcitonin produced by parathyroid hormone decreases calcium in ECF, that is extracellular fluid. It is no doubt, it is produced by parathyroid hormone, but it causes increase in the calcium ions in the extracellular fluid. It is directly related to the thyroid hormone because thyrocalcitonin, it is released by the thyroid hormone and causes decrease in the ECF, that is extracellular fluid. So this is the correct option. It is produced by the thyroid hormone and decreases calcium ions in the ECF, that is external cellular fluid. There is a confusion between parathyroid and thyroid. Parathyroid hormone, parathormone, there is a relation between calcium concentration, thyroid and parathyroid, but little bit confusion arises in this case, which causes increase in the calcium ion, concentration, and which causes decrease in the calcium ion concentration in the extracellular fluid. Parathyroid gland, no doubt, there is a connection between calcium concentration and the parathyroid gland, the secretion of the parathyroid gland, but it causes increase in the calcium ions in the extracellular fluid. But thyroid hormone, the thyrocalcitonin secreted by thyroid gland causes decrease in the calcium level in the ECF. Hormone adrenaline and pigment melanin are formed from. Adrenaline and pigment melanin are formed from glycine, tryptophan, tyrosine, proline. What are these? What are these four? All these are amino acids. Amino acids. The hormones released by the adrenal gland, especially adrenal medulla, are catechol amines. Catechol amines. These are the derivatives of amino acid. That all the four are amino acids, but tyrosine is the amino acid which derives, which has a role in formation of production of adrenaline and melanin pigment. These are synthesized from tyrosine amino acid. A woman may develop beard and mustache, that is masculine features, due to hypersecretion of the adrenal cortex, hypersecretion of thyroxine, hypersecretion of adrenaline, and hyposecretion of thyroxine hormone. All the four options are related to thyroid gland and adrenal gland. Thyroid gland and adrenal gland. What causes the appearance of beard and mustache in female? These are the secondary sexual characters of males. Male secondary sexual characters. These are produced after puberty. So the male hormones like testosterone and testosterone especially plays a role in sexual characters in males. But what causes the development of beard and mustache, the masculine features of the female? That is the hypersecretion of adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex, corticoids. Under adrenal cortex, while explaining the cortex, adrenal cortex, we have seen that there are three zones in the three regions in the adrenal cortex. Among these three, outer, middle and inner. Outer is the zona zona glomerulosa, that is responsible for the production of mineral corticoids, that is aldosterone. Aldosterone, which has a role in balancing the electrolytes in water. Please keep in mind that zona glomerulosa, that is the region, the outermost region of the adrenal cortex, is responsible for water electrolyte balance in the body. Aldosterone is the hormone secreted by the zona glomerulosa. The secretions of the glomerulosa, zona glomerulosa, are known as mineral corticoids. And the second zone, why I am repeating this? Because to avoid the confusion among these three hormones, that is zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata and zona reticularis, the innermost cortex region. So if you understand the difference among these three, then you may easily remember the secretions of these three zones. The first zone releases the mineral corticoids, that is the aldosterone responsible for balancing electrolyte balance in water in the body. And the second is the zona fasciculata, that is the middle zone that produces corticoids, glucocorticoids. Glucocorticoids causes hyperglycemia, and it is responsible for the glucose balance in the blood. And third is the zona reticularis, that is the innermost region of the adrenal cortex, which secretes sex corticoids. So that point you must be remembered. So that if there is any what we call imbalance in that hormone, that causes development of beard and mustache in females. Hormone produced more in dark లో ఎక్కువ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అయ్యే హార్మోన్ థైరాక్సిన్, మెలటోనిన్, అడ్రినలిన్ and insulin. Melatonin is the hormone that is produced during dark. Gall's disease is related to deficiency working off. Gall's disease, we have seen thyroid gland, the secretions of thyroid gland, T4 and T3, that is thyroxine hormone, tetraiodothyronin and triiodothyronin, thyroxine hormone. The hyposecretion of thyroxine in children causes cretinism. In adults, it causes myxedema, that is also known as Gall's disease. నేను ఇప్పుడు ఇండైరెక్ట్లీ ఒక ఆన్సర్ చెప్పాను, ఏంటి? థైరాయిడ్ హార్మోన్, థైరాయిడ్ గ్లాండ్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ద థైరాయిడ్ గ్లాండ్. సో థైరాయిడ్ గ్లాండ్ హైపర్ సెక్రీషన్, హైపోసెక్రేషన్ వల్ల గాయిటర్ డిసీజ్ వస్తుంది. అలాగే సమ్ టైమ్స్ ప్రెగ్నెంట్ విమెన్కి ఎక్కువగా ఎఫెక్ట్ అయ్యేది ఏది అంటే, వాళ్ళ పుట్టబోయే బిడ్డకి ఎఫెక్ట్ అయ్యేది క్రెటినిజం, హైపోసెక్రేషన్. ఇది యాక్చువల్గా డైట్లో గనక అయోడిన్ లోపిస్తే జరుగుతుంది. అది వాళ్ళు గుర్తించి ఎప్పటికప్పుడు అయోడిన్ ఉన్న ఫుడ్ని తీసుకుంటే మంచిది. Hormones of adrenal cortex are synthesized from tyrosine, tryptophan, cholesterol, glycoprotein. These are adrenal cortex అన్నారు కాబట్టి cholesterol, otherwise adrenal medulla అంటే tyrosine, that is the amino acid. Cholesterol is a fat. Injection of glucagon well. Injection of glucagon, we know that glucagon is secreted by the alpha cells of Langerhans, islets of Langerhans in the pancreas. This glucagon is responsible for the increase in the blood glucose level. Glucose in the blood, because it causes little absorption, or it prevents the absorption of the glucose from the blood and causes glycogenolysis, breakdown of glycogen into glucose that produces glucose. Ultimately, the concentration of glucose increases in the blood. This hormone prevents the utilization or reduces the utilization of cellular glucose. That is why whenever there is secretion of glucagon, high blood sugar level will be observed. That is the direct answer. Increased blood sugar level is the direct answer related to the glucagon hormone. So with this, we have finished discussing multiple choice questions for the some of the questions in the worksheet 2. Later on, we'll answer some more questions in this worksheet. Thank you.